Hi Aquarius, welcome to your Sun in Gemini reading. This reading will be relevant for the time period that the Sun transits Gemini, or if you were drawn to this reading at a different time, just know the message will find you when it's meant to, okay? So I did a little bit of pre-channeling for you, and I got two things. One was the color turquoise. I saw an ocean. I did see the symbol for your sign, but with it I was getting a very distinct turquoise color and the word ocean. Second is the song She Drives Me Crazy. Okay, I don't know if these two things are related, but that's what I was getting. With that ocean, I really got the sense that there either could be some sort of inhabiting emotions for you, which is not always like you. So good work to be in that place as an Aquarius. Very good work. But I also got the sense of feeling like there was an ocean to cross. Like there was this large, almost insurmountable task. It's not impossible, but it has this feeling, this quality about it of being an ocean to cross, okay, Aquarius? So let's see what that is for you. I also was really drawn, I would like to say this is for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, North Node. With that being said, I was exceptionally drawn to do a little bit of kind of cosmic clue finding about the North Node to see why it felt so important in your reading. So if you're an Aquarius North Node and you intuitively were called to this, okay, you are in the right place, and there is something about the North Node for you, and I got with that reform. And that's to me the ocean, the insurmountable. It's not insurmountable, it's an ocean across. So let's make that clear. It's important. It's an ocean across, that ocean. So it could be you're working on something that is a societal reform, something quite large. And if this doesn't have to do with the North Node for you, it could just be that there is a life's calling that we're dealing with. All right, that's what it could be related to. Some sort of life's calling, okay? And it's bigger than you, and it has to do with reform. All right, so let's start out with some oracle messages and see how this plays out for you today. Aquarius. Sun and Moon rising, North Node. It could also be Venus, but I don't generally include that in my readings. You might do so if you so wish to. Aquarius. I got a little bit dizzy, so maybe do some grounding, okay? If you're really up in the air, do some grounding. This one? Oh, wow. I saw this for you earlier. Divine Justice. This is the most Aquarian card. You know why? I'm fairly certain this is the Eye of God Nebula. What is more Aquarian than the Eye of God? Or the galaxy? That is the most Aquarian thing ever. This card is absolutely meant for you. I am so glad this is your oracle message. Wow. Aquarius. Divine Justice. That's gorgeous. Let's read it to you. Eye of God Nebula, wow. That's right. From the incredible Eye of God, the Helix Nebula, oh my God. Hold on, let me start over. From the incredible Eye of God, the Helix Nebula in the Aquarius constellation A blindfolded goddess holding the scales of justice emerges from the starry canopy of deep space. Draped in white, she is the quintessential symbol of purity, impartiality, and balance. All that to which we aspire when we speak of justice in our courts and legal channels, but which so very often is sadly lacking within these systems. This key speaks of a higher authority, a divine justice, that Starseed embraces as the absolute law of the universal righteousness, in which karma holds the balance of all things in perfect order. Through the eye of God, divine justice holds up the scales of all the forces at work in creation, where the laws of cause and effect hold the cosmos in perpetual balance. Although it is interpreted at times to mean the resolution of a legal matter or a court-mandated judgment, this key delves far more deeply into the question of what is just. It defines the ultimate authority as the karmic unfolding of the universal forces of all creation. Words associated with this card are truth, justice, karma, fairness, balance, and accountability. It implies that the unfolding of the universe is in absolutely divine hands, emerging from the vision of the Creator, and that nothing can influence the outcome of any given reality but truth. Wow. So here are some questions for us to ponder during this reading, and for you to wonder about at home. Where is the divine justice in this situation? Am I taking responsibility for the outcome of this matter? How do I affect my own circumstance? Where is the real truth in the situation? How am I seeing or not seeing the bigger picture? How do I learn to trust that the universe is unfolding exactly as it should? Okay. Wow. Well, this is very cosmic for you, Aquarius, and I'm having trouble tapping into the deeper meaning of this message for you, or I should say the more specific meaning of this message for you. So I'd like to pull some cards, some tarot cards, to get a picture of what's going on at this time for you. I do feel that North Node pull towards something. It's a life's calling, it's a mission, and I get that you're just almost in it, if that makes sense. You're just almost in it. You're very close to embodying that life's mission. I feel it. That's not to say that there aren't many, many, many other steps. It's an ocean to cross, right? It's just that you're very, very close to stepping into it. All right, so I want to see some tarot for Aquarius. Sun, Moon, Rising, North Node. That one. 10 of Wands. Look at that. You're very close to stepping into it. You're very close to some sort of closing out here with that 10 of Wands. This figure is sort of peeking out from under this pile of wands on her back. She's kind of peeking out ahead, and that's what I get with you, that this insurmountable thing, you're looking towards something else. Wow, I just got something really interesting with this Six of Cups, and it's rewriting the past. Whoa. So it's something to do, this is really interesting. I have two messages. One is that you're kind of in your action now, you are rewriting the past. If that makes sense to you, this is definitely for you. If you understand that the future can rewrite the past and our actions now can rewrite our past, this is definitely relevant. And what I see here is some time period in history. And so the second message could be that you are quite literally rewriting history, in the sense that you've taken on some sort of project wherein you're detailing and relaying the history of people whose history was not accounted for at this time. Wow. So I feel you looking into the past to gain these people's history. So if you are quite literally doing this, this is absolutely for you. That's amazing. This is amazing. If it's not such a specific message about kind of physically rewriting time and all of the hard work that goes into that, this has to do with, yeah, gazing into the past and seeing what you'd like to take forward. Here we have the King of Cups, the World, and the Ace of Cups. Now this fell out. I'm not sure how this applies just yet. You are here on the World card, so I'll just go with this. I see Saturn. So with this reform, oh wow, you could be reforming history. With this reform and Saturn, I just feel a lot of hard work. I do. I feel a lot of hard work. But here you are kind of steadfast. Look at this King of Cups. You know, he is under the ocean. You can see with all these sea creatures. And it looks like the current, the tide is quite strong. But he's sort of holding on steadfast while all of the energy moves around him. And so that looks like you, Aquarius. You're kind of in the face of this movement, of this ocean to cross. This is how you're holding yourself. You're not getting swept up in the energy, but you acknowledge that there's a lot going on around you. The Ace of Cups. With this key in the Ace of Cups, I do see that you're going to be successful in whatever it is you're doing. I would like to get one or two more of these cards, please, for Aquarius. I need to give a little shuffle here. It could be that this is so intense for you and so cosmic. I mean, this is the eye of God, like overseeing universal chaos and justice. It could be because of the entering of the age of Aquarius, okay? It could be that this is why it's such a big burden for you. Wow. I do understand that now. Thank you. That could be why it's such a big burden for you. And you could feel overwhelmed by having to look back and rewrite time. But don't. Because it seems like there's someone else along the path that will help you do this. And I see two people kind of like looking at a house and seeing all the renovations that they have to do and being like, yep. We're fucked. But together, they're going to do it. There might be some tears. There might be some late nights. There might be a lot of, like, you know, eating pizza and falling asleep on the floor. But, like, they're going to get it done. And they're, you know, in this case, they have someone else to see them through it. And with this King of Cups and Ace of Cups, I do see that that is possible for you. I'm noticing that there's sort of a caduceus-like energy around this World card. And wow, so there's the other fixed signs as well. Leo, Scorpio, Taurus, and Aquarius. And here we do have Scorpio. So it's possible for you that you could be working with a Scorpio on this. Or that there will be a Scorpio love connection for you if that is something you are ever interested in. But this is you. This is your energy, the King of Cups. That's just a side message. Aquarians don't like to hear about such frivolous things, right? There's one. The Tower. Give me 2. Wow. Mars energy, something raining down upon you. I just feel that whatever you're working with is so big, Aquarius. I almost called you Scorpio. Whatever you're working with is so big. It has to do with cosmic justice. There are 2 figures here too. And so whatever you're getting into, I am getting that you're doing it together. Ooh, and in this Tower card, wow. I'm seeing that there's some sort of work to do with opening up the crown chakra and receiving information in that way. And I believe that you're already open to that, but it's like opening up that energy to on a more universal scale, helping to create a world that receives information in that way. It's kind of like, do you see here this? Ooh, that's the color I was seeing, that turquoisey blue color. Okay, this is sort of opening up the crown chakra of Earth, of humanity, of the Earth plane. It's hard for me to get the word because there's not a word for whatever it is that you're doing, but those 3 will give you an indication if I'm on the right track for you. You're opening up the energy and in institutions. You're sort of bringing down higher wisdom within institutions, probably institutions that have been very closed off, shuttered for a long time. The ivory tower kind of thing crashing down, opening up divine justice and wisdom for all within spaces that are not just. They never were. And you're willing to do this even if you fall. So I just heard at all costs. So, wow. This could very much be some sort of humanitarianism, activism, doing the work. And it does seem that you have someone along your side for the journey. I'm going to take these 2. I just saw the Justice card at the bottom of the deck, and at the top, the Ace of Swords. I'm going to take that. Wow. More justice. Really balancing the scales. Also judging others for their doings. So it could be that you're like helping to institute some sort of, wow, I just saw like a questionnaire. And it's like a questionnaire created for an institution to check their policies, to see if they're on the right side of justice. Okay? And I see that you doing this, it's sort of, it could very well become like the standard of truth for institutions across the nation. That's incredible. And then the Ace of Swords, it's kind of like digging into that deep, dark, secret place, into these spaces, and digging around to see the truth and exposing the truth, right? So this is a sort of objective questionnaire kind of thing, is what I'm saying, whether it's literal or a metaphor, and it helps to level the field and expose the truth of justice within spaces. That's incredible. Now, if this is in terms of love, because that did come up, let me see if I can get anything with this other deck for Aquarius, because that did come through. I think that love is coming through in these readings, especially this month, because it is the time of Gemini. And it has to do with twins. It has to do with having someone alongside you in your divine purpose. Aquarius, love. Let's see. Nine of Pentacles. Single as a Pringle. But look, she has a companion. She has this falcon. So when I say love, and when I said twins, I don't do that kind of reading, just FYI. I mean like having an equal, having a partner in business, in life, in work, in love, whatever it is for you. Let's just be clear about that. So, you know, she does have a companion. Let's see though. So if you're not at all interested, there you go. No. The Tower again. The Five of Cups, the World. Let's see what this is. The Tower. Look, these two people falling out of the tower. Another message could be that your work dispels two people in power, two very important people in power, that the world, whatever world you live in, right, whatever niche you work in, you're involved in, whatever that is, people that were kind of untouchable, it seems that your work could bring them down. And yeah, I do see that like you're a little bit disparaged on this journey, because look at this card, this Ace of Swords. Look at this blue energy, which I'm getting again, the ocean, the water that you're trying to cut through. You can barely see. You know, you're wielding that sword and holding steady, but you can barely cut through. With this Five of Cups, the three spilled cups, I feel that you're a bit disparaged on this journey, but behind you are two cups, which I do feel is having a soulmate of whatever kind for you to work with you along the way of this journey. In the World, once again, we have a double. I just see that you're doing really important work because you're coming up in these cards twice. The World is the end of a cycle. It is some sort of completion. 21 also, the year 2021. That's a 5-year. It could be a little bit difficult for you this year, but know that it's because you're doing something really important. Okay, I see that. I want a few more cards for Aquarius. I just heard the Eye of Justice. With this Justice card, her throat chakra has this sort of eye symbol. And with this Eye of God nebula here and the divine justice, karmic justice, and you speaking something to do with your work being part of and facilitating divine justice. Also, if the results on the earth plane are not exactly what you wish to see, or you're overwhelmed by the unjustness of the justice system, just know that the divine creator, the universe, spirit, your higher self, guides, angels, they see what you've done. It is not lost. It is not for naught. Okay? The world. Oh my God. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Okay. I don't know if these are for you. The world. Wow, with this heart and this feather and the justice card, I was just thinking about that Nine of Pentacles that came out. And in that, the figure has a falcon on her arm. And I said that, you know, a companion doesn't have to be another person. It can be like any variety of soulmate, right? I'm getting with the feather and the heart that it could be a spirit guide that's working with you so that you don't have to do this all alone. They could be working with you if you're open to that. They're really, they're around you. And you agreed to this beforehand. Two of Swords. Four of Wands. Three of Pentacles. Queen of Swords. And the Two of Swords. Look at this ocean behind her. She's been on a long journey. And at this point, she's at a bit of a stopping point. A pause point. Is she going to cross back over to this other land? She's trying to decide. I think that you are going to keep going. With this Queen of Swords and the Ace of Swords and Justice, a lot of sword energy for you. You're going to keep working on it. And I do see that there will be success. This is like a reformed space. Look at this kind of dilapidated house versus this joyful, celebratory place in color here. You will be successful. I am really getting that. In whatever it is that you're doing here. You will be successful. Okay, Aquarius, that was kind of a very specific message. I'm going to get an oracle card for you now and read it to see if there's any lasting thoughts for you. It was quite specific, so I do hope that it finds whoever it's meant to. And I am here in this Tower card seeing once again this very beautiful turquoise color and the stars. And I can just really tell that you see a vision of the future, a vision of what already is and can be, and you're injecting that into spaces that need it. You're bringing the light. You're bringing the light. Wow. You are the water bearer, and at this time you're bringing the light. into these dark corners that need it, that need cleaned up, dusted out, brightened, refreshed, okay? You see what there is and what there can be, and you're willing to do the work. You're willing to put in the work, the effort to make it happen. You're willing to cross that ocean. I do see that you'll be successful. That's beautiful. It seems that it's your divine mission right now. It's your divine mission this time around. And if you're at that pause point, that Two of Swords, I hope this message finds you well, because you're going to make it. You know, find that companion, find that partner, find that spirit guide who helps you continue forward. You don't have to be alone. Oracle message for Aquarius. Sun, Moon, Rising, North, South. Okay, we'll take it. I usually choose a card. Let's see. Should I choose a card too, Spirit? In this deck, I usually choose a card, but they want this one. Let's just see what the other one would be. With the birds here, I'll show you freedom. I'm having parallels to the 1, the spirit guide, 2, the feather of justice, and 3, the falcon in the 9 of Pentacles. So I definitely think this is your message, Aquarius. I just want to see if you have 2 this time around. Change. This will just be a little bit extra. I'll just relay it to you. Change. I do see that you are bringing change. You are bringing your light to the places that need it the most. Okay? And Spirit acknowledges you for that. Alright? So, we have freedom. Cliff swallow. The swallow flies free on wind currents and thermals in remarkable aerial maneuvers, igniting the expression as free as a bird. In many cultures, such as that as the ancient Egyptians, the swallow was thought to carry souls to heaven. Early sailors would tattoo themselves with an image of a swallow, so if they drowned, the swallow would carry their souls to the heavens. In poor light, a cliff swallow looks brownish, gray. However, in good lighting, it is a luminous metallic dark blue. Cliff swallows traditionally make their nests on vertical cliffs, carefully crafting them out of mud. Although they can nest solitarily, they usually nest in colonies. When one finds a cloud of insects, it alerts the other members of the flock so that all can be nourished. Even though they fly free, their community supports them. I have chills for you, Aquarius. You are pulling people up. The sacred landscape wants you to know. Express yourself without hesitation. Break free and let your spirit fly. Make choices that increase your freedom. Don't be tied down. Laugh, dance, explore, and go beyond predictable behavior. Be daring. Cast aside restrictions. Find your wings. As you do, you'll help others find theirs. You are not here to be ordinary or live a mundane life. You are here to step beyond limitations and self-imposed boundaries. Do not be trapped by convention or the need to please others. Choose life on your terms. Don't accept rules that don't feel right. You can be immensely free and yet still be part of a loving, supportive community. Wow, Aquarius, that was definitely your message. If this hit home for you as much as I feel I reached you, please let me know. I wish you well in whatever it is you're doing. So take care on the journey, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye.